It's kind of crazy that I'm talking about anxiety when I'm actually struggling with a little bit of anxiety to make this video. If any of y'all know me, you know I'm not a stranger to being in front of the camera. Y'all see me laugh and joke and play. But you know, sometimes it doesn't always work that way. For me, however, anxiety is the feeling of wanting to have the control over a certain situation so much that you would literally do anything in order to obtain it. However, you realize that you can't. You feel hopeless. You feel helpless. You feel worthless. And the crazy thing about that, in the midst of all that anxiety and stress, you fail to realize, or at least I failed to realize, that the only thing we do have control over is how we respond and how we react to the things that are happening to us, our circumstances and our pain and our hurt. You know, as I'm sure many of you all have experienced anxiety a lot throughout the years. As I gotten older, it honestly has gotten worse. I truly don't feel like I didn't experience anxiety, to be completely honest, until my very first miscarriage. After that, it was like a downhill slope. And though I have found coping mechanisms, I've started to see where my weaknesses are and my triggers, so I can stay away from them, even though you can't always escape them because life happens. I've come to realize that anxiety is more about my life than it ever has been before. And I think one of the reasons why you all participated in this discussion, you know, wanted me to talk about anxiety, is because I'm pretty sure you all go through it too. I'm not exactly sure if you all experience the same amount of anxiety I do, or even in the same ways. But for me, it cripples me. I could literally be at work and everything will be fine. And then I start to think about my circumstances. And then my breath gets slower. My words start to slur. I start having heart palpitations. I start to talk very slow. And I'm like, I'm okay. And you know, what's sad to me, what's sad about that is I was never that person. And I've realized that that's become a part of me, is like a part of me, but that's not necessarily who I am. And I can't allow my anxiety to define me. The reason why I wanted to talk about it, however, is because so many of you all write to me, girl, you out here, you doing amazing. I'm truly encouraged by what you do and your strength, and you've been through this, and you're showing, you know, it's all, you're just doing all these great things, and I'm happy for you, and I just want to know what your secret is, and blah, 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 blah. And though I'm very grateful for the compliments, and though I'm very grateful for the opinion you have of me, I do not want to get this misconstrued. That's why I want to set the record straight. Homegirl is not, look, what you see me post on social media is because I'm really good at marketing myself and other people, okay? But when I tell you homegirl is not what the pictures may seem. Like I've already discussed, I struggle with anxiety, and my anxiety sometimes gets the best of me, and it leads to depression. If those of y'all who've been following me know that I've suffered several rounds of miscarriages and other recent heartbreaks, and my life is constantly changing, and it's crazy because, again, like I said earlier, I feel like I can't get a hold of anything. It feels like my life is falling through the cracks of my hands. And for somebody who used to think that she could control everything, you get a rude wake-up call when you realize you control absolutely nothing other than how you allow the outer things of this life to control you, your family, your job, your health. So I just wanted to make this little video to talk about that and just talk about the stuff that I'm struggling with. Feel free to chime in. I apologize that my videos, well, y'all don't see it on this Instagram, but I used to have a ministry page where my content was a lot better. My speech and everything flowed a lot better, but it's a different season. But I will be making more videos. One thing I primarily, truly wanted to say in the midst of all this is, if you're like me and you're struggling with anxiety, know that you're not alone. Know that the only way to overcome it is to go through it, to process it, and to know that the circumstances that you're going through are not going to define who you are. It is literally like a wave passing through in the ocean. The storms might get rough. It might get tough and you might feel as though you are drowning, but the storm doesn't last always. And every time you experience traumatic things in your life, know that it's meant to make you stronger for the next season. If I'm being even more brutally honest, I had an anxiety attack just like 15 minutes ago, and it had nothing to do with me recording this video. It had to do with me thinking about my life circumstances and how they're about to change dramatically and drastically very soon. And that's scary. But I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my church. I'm grateful for my faith. I'm grateful for my Heavenly Father. I'm grateful that I have an amazing dance studio that I'm able to come and put all my passion and my hard work and my pain and my suffering into a creative outlet. I'm grateful for many things. And when I ponder on the things that I'm grateful for and how good God has been with me, and how good he's been to me, I know that even though the stuff that I'm going through right now, it's going to make sense one day. And I have to tell myself that even if I don't some days believe it, I can honestly say, if I didn't go through what I thought was the worst parts of my life, the worst traumatic parts of my life, I do not believe that I would be able to survive and live through what I'm going through right now without a shadow of a doubt. So I just encourage any of you who are struggling with anxiety, any of you all who are going through what I've been through, and I'll talk about that a little bit more as I record more frequent videos, to stand firm. You're not by yourself. You see homegirl over here with amazing content, still struggles. And I still have anxiety and I still go through things. We are all humans. None of us are perfect, no matter how bad we try to portray it. So I hope this video is encouraging to know that you're not in this walk alone and that I'm walking there with you, and so are other people. If you have no idea what to do and you feel like you're stuck, the first step is reaching out. Reach out to the right people, of course, because you don't want to reach out and go and get the wrong advice. And you don't want to reach out and feel as though nobody's there for you. Well, it's Doshi. It's nice talking to y'all. Bye.